Hey guys, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here, and it's time for the comment show. It's where I collect all your questions from all over social media and even the YouTube comment section and try to answer some of those key questions that you guys might have. So let's get started. All right, first question is from Rue Stahl. If you're going to get a set of non-stick cookware, what brand would you get? As you guys know, I'm in the middle of still examining the organic cookware, which is very affordable, inexpensive, so always makes me leery. But so far, the frying pan and the skillet have held up pretty well. I showed you guys the one little speck that could have been my fault when I washed the pan. I may have put it upside down on something to drip dry, and it could have taken a little of the coating off. But other than that, the coating's staying strong. I use it all the time, so I'm still not sold completely on organic. Uh, my first love was Tefal. I totally got into Tefal. I still have Tefal, but Calphalon is like my favorite right now. Calphalon is a little bit more than Tefal. You can probably get it at Kohl's department store, or pretty much just look online. You can order it, and their stuff's really good. Had no problem with them, so that's probably the one I would go with right now if I had to buy a set of cookware. Bright Controllers asks, Jack, this is off topic question, but I saw you mention Jack Jr. taking bowling lessons on your Facebook page. I've been bowling for 5 years now. Do you still bowl? What's your highest score? Keep on bowling. Yes, I love to bowl. I don't bowl currently. I've been so busy doing video stuff and the Walmart and the sauce and everything's going crazy that the one night on Friday nights I have to just sit back and rest, I sit back and rest. That's usually the night that my wife Tammy and I used to do bowling leagues. Love bowling. My high game is 270 something. It's in the 270s of a couple years ago. Never bowled a 300. That'd be really cool. Let's see. Jazz McNeil. Jack, please say some stuff in a radio voice in your next comment show. All right, well, my radio voice was a little bit different than my regular voice, but they're very close. I used to work on a station called Kick FM, and I used to do 94.3 Kick FM, the hot new sound of today's music. Jack Attack here. We're going to be doing 7 in a row, so stay tuned. Be calling me right now, 1-800-999-KIKF. So, that's kind of how it sounded. But the voice is pretty much the same, just a little bit more excitement when you're on the air. I miss radio a lot. It was really cool. Okay, Corodetto asks, who are on your posters? All right, so let's, whoops, sorry, my camera's all in reverse. This guy right here is The Godfather. Have you ever seen The Godfather? Up there, you guys all know that one. That's Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Over here is my favorite movie of all times, Goodfellas, and I own 2 copies on Blu-ray, just in case one breaks. I have a backup. I love that movie. I know it by heart. It's just really cool. And then that dude all by himself, the last guy, he is from Scarface. That's Al Pacino. So you can't mistake Scarface. Uh, I guess I like mob movies. I don't know. What do you know? Okay, Zach3C says you should think about adding what the meal you made cost for you. That definitely is important to me. That's a great idea, Zach3C. I wish I would remember. So I'm gonna try to start adding in costs. So my shopping list, what things cost me to buy when I'm doing a recipe. Okay, we got Jack. I'm sorry, Madge555 asks, Jack, where do you stand on the GMO issue? I'm very curious to know what your thoughts and feelings are concerning this hot topic. I am flabbergasted. I know that our president just signed something that says that they don't have to show if something's been genetically modified or in our food. And yet in 2007, our president said that he definitely thinks we should know. It should be labeled. So I'm very confused. I'm not going to get in a political discussion. Uh, I'm not against GMO. I'm not against cloning and all the studies and all that stuff. But I want to know. I want the right to know. Just like I want the right to know if my eggs were from free range chickens or cage chickens, and I want to know if my food's organic. I want to know. Everybody else does it. I do not understand. The only reason you would not put anything about GMO, generally modified, or what is it, generally modified organisms or whatever, is because you're hiding something. Otherwise, you would just stamp it on there. So that just bothers me. That's my thoughts. Viper5787, Jack, you are overreacting about sugar. Okay, he's talking about the goodie box. A lot of you freaked out. You guys get all bothered because I talk about sugar being bad. Sugar's not bad for you. Lots of sugar's bad for you, okay? And when you have a bar or you have like Fig Newtons that have like 3 times the sugar of a bowl of cereal in a little tiny Fig Newton bar, that's bad. I don't care what you say. That's too much sugar. It's way off the charts. So that's why I bring it up. Fine. I won't talk about sugar anymore if you don't want to know. But I think a lot of sugar is bad in our food. We should do things in moderation. And health bars, they say they're healthy, but they've got like 30 grams of sugar in a health bar. Well, guess what? That's not healthy. You want fiber, you want protein, you want vitamins, and a little bit of sugar. It's all good. Sugar is good. Lots of sugar can be a problem. That's the only reason why I'm talking about sugar. Okay, the Andromeda asks, actually, the waffle you reviewed is supposed to be laid on top of the cup of coffee for a bit so the caramel melts. Okay, they're talking about that Rip Van waffle that I got in the goodie box. We thought you dipped it because there was a picture that showed it looked like they were gonna dip it in the coffee, but we were wrong. Basically, you either hold it above the hot coffee and let it melt the caramel on the waffle, or you can lay it on top of the very top of your cup and let the heat just totally get it all gooey. Did not know that. I guess it's really big in the Netherlands. So, and I have a lot of friends in the Netherlands that explain that to me. Thank you guys. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys, man, you guys are all over the show. I dig on that. So now I've learned and I know better, and I really appreciate you sharing that. Wong97, Splenda gives you cancer. No, no, I don't think there's any report that Splenda has anything to do with cancer at all. I know that saccharin was in Sweet and Low, and that was known to possibly give you cancer. There were studies, but uh, there have been studies. Splenda, in fact, I printed this out earlier. Let's see. In determining the safety of sucralose, which is Splenda, the chemical name, sucralose, FDA reviewed data from more than 110 studies in animals and humans. Many studies were designed to identify possible toxic effects, including carcinogenic, reproductive, and neurological effects. No such effects, no such effects were found, and FDA's approval is based on finding that sucralose is safe for human consumption. That's from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Now, if you want to comment and say, oh, the FDA, they're crooked and all that stuff, fine, have at it, but that ain't going to sway me. I mean, this is all we can go by is these. But let's take another company. Sucralose was approved by the FDA as a tabletop sweetener in '98. The FDA viewed more than 100 safety studies that were conducted, including studies to assess cancer risk. The results of these studies showed no evidence, there it is again, that these sweeteners cause cancer or pose any other threat to human health. And that was posted by the National Cancer Institute. Now tell me they're crooked too, huh? So please, when you're going to accuse a product of causing cancer, be smart, do your homework, do your research. You guys, thanks for all the comments. Keep them coming. I got more shows coming. I'm working on a split pea with ham bone. That's going to be exciting. And I have a slew of YouTube guests. Other YouTubers are going to be coming on the show. That's going to be fun. We're mixing it up. I'm looking at some playing with your food. So be ready. And check out my Burger Wars and Taco Wars on my other channel, Jack on the Go. Until then, I'll see you in the next episode.